Government watchdogs say Louisiana Supreme Court justices could be double dipping when they use taxpayer money for meals in New Orleans.
And as Chris Joseph reports, the state's legislative auditor says a state law needs to change.
Taxpayers cover the cost of Louisiana Supreme Court justices working in the French Quarter and dining in the city. Some argue they're overpaying. You pay for the justice's time in New Orleans in multiple ways. Under a state law on the books since 1990, taxpayers pay each justice $1,500 a month for housing and other expenses while they're in New Orleans. In 2017, the court adopted a policy that also pays justices a daily per diem of $118 a day for meals and miscellaneous expenses when they're more than 50 miles from home. Louisiana Chief Justice John Weimer says the court allowed the per diem so justices who live far away could get more compensation. Critics say that means you could be paying for meals twice, once through the monthly stipend and again through the daily per diem. Metropolitan Crime Commission President Raphael Goyeneche tracks judicial spending. Do you think it is double dipping?
I do.
And even Chief Justice Weimer agrees. In the last year, he's released several memos on how Louisiana's justices and judges are paid. He says the $1,500 payment was meant to cover lodging and meals, making the per diems, quote, double dipping and absurd. The costs to you are adding up. Fox 8 obtained Supreme Court records showing that from January 2021 to December 2025, the public paid out $189,000 for per diems. $1,500 monthly payments for 7 justices during that same time period comes out to more than $619,000. It's unclear how the justices spent any of that money because the court says it doesn't require justices to provide receipts.
Why not? You should have to prove everything.
Then the per diem should be pulled. You show us where the money is going.
I think that it's long overdue that somebody take a look at the compensation and some of the benefits that have been codified and enacted by the judiciary.
The Louisiana Legislative Auditor wants to clarify the rules. It recommends the court seek a law change to clarify the $1,500 is only for housing, not meals. Or it says the court should change its policy to do the same thing. In a response to the legislative auditor, a majority of the justices said they would change the policy. But Chief Justice Weimer says that's not enough. He says the law needs to be changed. State Representative Jerome Zerang has pushed for judicial travel spending guardrails. He's introduced a bill that puts the per diem in line with the federal government's recommendation of $80 a day for working in New Orleans. That would save $38 a day per justice.
I think part of it is people are starting to understand and appreciate the cost associated with funding the judicial budget.
That bill passed the Louisiana House of Representatives. You pay for Supreme Court justices to work, live, and dine in the city. Some argue that cost is too much. Lawmakers now have the chance to save taxpayers some money and have been called on to clarify the rules. So actually today, the state Senate advanced Zerang's bill. A spokesperson for the Louisiana Supreme Court did not make any justices available for an interview for this story. Meg?